Hello, welcome to The Soul Project.
Glad you could join us.
I'm Elizabeth Vera.
And I'm Jorge Guerra.
And we are your co-hosts for this lovely podcast where we take you along with us as we unfold our soul journeys.
Hopefully some of our own chaos can help navigate yours.
Thank you for listening, and let's get into it. Hey
guys.
Welcome back.
How are you guys doing?
Doing good, doing not so good. Well, hopefully this episode will make your day a little better. And as you can see, we do have a guest today.
Hey, can you tell us your name?
My name is Jessica, and I am Elizabeth's sister.
Ooh.
Yeah, they finally brought me on the pod, and I'm excited to be here.
Cool. Welcome, Jessica.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course. And what is your sign?
I'm a Taurus sun, Leo rising, Pisces moon.
Oh,
the whole rundown.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
she knew it. She knew her chart.
I haven't said that in a long time. I feel like I haven't really been into my signs recently.
Really?
But yeah.
Wow.
Well, maybe
But
we'll get
I think
into
I need
that.
to get into it again.
Yeah, for sure.
We and if you've been listening to us, you know that we go into the
we get deep.
astrology.
Yeah.
So we wanted to have a really cool little series, and this is the first of that series, which is
Soul Chats.
Which is we just want to like bring on guests to the show, to the
Pretty much.
podcast.
Pretty much.
It is a show. Bring some guests to our podcast, and we just kind of have conversations and see what comes up, and hopefully you guys enjoy it.
And it touches your soul.
Yes. Oh, that's another thing. What is a word that you would describe your soul as?
My soul.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to make you think.
Yeah.
Does it have to be an adjective, or can it be just anything?
It could be anything.
Anything, yeah.
Just one word.
One word to describe my soul. I'm thinking like ripple. I don't know like, if that insinuates like layers, or
Yeah, I could see
Okay,
that.
like
yeah.
a ripple. I
Like
don't know
a ripple.
the dimensions of it. It's not flat.
She's got dimension.
3-dimensional,
so.
4-dimensional.
4-dimensional. I can see that. That's cool.
Yeah.
And even like a ripple in water.
That's what I was
It kind of
thinking.
like it distorts as like it gets further out. So it's like there's many layers to it. That,
Kind of like the ripple effect where it like
I
so
think
many things
so.
fall into place or are affected by.
Yeah, I
you
think
know?
like it doesn't necessarily change, but with experiences, I feel like it ripples. You know? What I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh, that's
So
cool.
it's not-
I like that.
It's not.
I like that.
It's not stagnant.
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay.
That goes with
That's
your
my
Pisces moon because of the
It's water.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could see that.
That's cool. I like that.
I like that too.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the Soul Project. And we always do a check-in. So hopefully we're at mid-August now. And hopefully you guys have had a wonderful summer, a summer of growth, a summer of just new opportunities.
Yeah.
I feel like we're on that kick right now. So just checking in. How are you guys doing today?
Yeah. Well, I'm doing good. On the way here, I saw so many angel numbers and I was freaking out because you know how we are about that.
Yes.
And when I got here, I like looked I always like to look them up on Pinterest, and just like whatever picture
Yeah.
pops up or what description pops up first, I like to like associate with that one. So
Yes.
it was comforting to see all of that, you know. Because I
Right.
feel like it's been raining a lot here, and we finally
Yes.
had like a sunny day. And don't get me wrong, like I love a good like gloomy rainy day.
Right.
But I think for me, it got to the point where I was like, okay, I need some
Right.
sun. Like let's go outside, let's touch some grass. Like,
Yes.
so I'm excited. It's been a good day. I'm excited to be here.
Yes.
You mentioned like the weather, and honestly, I was also looking forward to like a sunny day. But when I stepped out earlier, I was like, I kind of missed the rain.
The rain.
It's been hot.
Yeah, it was really hot today.
And
I liked
humid.
how like cool it was when it was raining, but also it felt like that was the end of summer. You know,
Yeah,
like this
that's what
past
I
week
felt
I was like,
like,
okay,
too.
so there's never
Yeah.
gonna be summer again.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
But
like, I am
it's back.
excited, but I'm also sad that like I feel like we just got into
Yeah.
summer, and I'm like, I'm not ready for it to get cold again.
Yeah.
So I was happy to see the sun, but I also did enjoy that little break in between because the weather for those of you who are not here in South Carolina, it was like super like fall weather, like 60s, maybe like mid 60s, late 60s. High 60s.
High 60s.
Well, it felt like late 60s. High 60s, rainy. Yeah, it was giving like, let me turn on some like hot tea or hot coffee.
Like listening to Roslyn
yes,
on the radio while you're driving, drinking your
yes.
tea, coffee.
I know, like Bon Iver and all that stuff. So, but now I'm like, oh wait, no, we're still in August. Like it's still summer. So we are back.
That's kind of weird though, isn't it? Like, because I don't think we've ever experienced that in August at least. So I'm like, what's going on?
I think it also just impacted my mood too, like without meaning to.
Yeah.
I felt like I was like, okay.
Yeah.
It's time to cozy up.
At my house, I feel like my mom's gotten better about like being open about her emotions. And we were all sitting at the dinner table last night. And she just like took a big sigh and was like, I've just had a bad day. I haven't felt good. She's like, and I don't know why. And she was like, I think it's the weather.
Yeah.
And I was like, I get that because I felt the same way.
Yeah.
You know, I felt the same way. So it's been nice though. I want to appreciate everything that we get.
Right. Yeah. I know. I don't know. I think like for me, because I you know, I'm always about like, I love having contrast and because you get to appreciate things more. But I think like the rain for me was very like symbolic in a way. It just felt like, okay, like a lot of cleansing and a lot of like making space for new. It felt like, so I love a good rain. Yeah. But I'm also kind of excited for a little bit more summer and fall.
For sure.
That's coming up, which I'm excited for. Yeah. But I like everything taking its time. So no rush.
Honestly, fall is my favorite season.
Yes.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm excited for all the like fall flavors and the fall activities. And Halloween.
Oh, that'll be fun.
I know. I'm excited. So that'll be good. Until then.
Yeah, for
we'll
sure.
Enjoy the
a couple
summer.
months still.
We still got a couple months of heat down here, but
it'll be good.
Yeah, definitely getting in that sun before it stops. So. Yeah.
Well, so before we get deep in with you, tell us a little bit about yourself, kind of like a brief summary or description of who you are.
Okay, well, I grew up as the youngest sibling, so I think that explains a lot of my personality. I mean, I guess she can tell you more about that than I can, but I've always been pretty quiet. When I'm around people that I don't really know very well, I do tend to open up later on, but it does take a lot for me to open up. So I've never been a public speaker or anything. I like to keep to myself for most part. So that's just how people perceive me. Very quiet, chill. But I think I like to express myself when I want to, when I trust someone enough to express myself. So and I like to explore different passions, but I don't think I have a specific one. I think I'm still looking for that in terms of career or something to really spend my time on. So I'm just curious right now as to what I want to do.
I like that.
Yeah. And you said your age, right?
No, I'm 23.
Yes.
23.
So she's in that early 20s. Yeah. So we'll probably get into more of that.
For sure, yeah.
But no, for sure. I mean, like we're sisters, so obviously I've known her my whole life. Well, not my whole life, because I've
known her my whole life.
She's known me her whole life.
Yeah.
But I think we're at a phase right now where we're kind of both in like that 20s phase, or we're just kind of figuring out our lives, and just kind of growing into who we are. And it's just kind of cool to see each other like go through that process,
like the dynamics and stuff.
Yes.
I think we were talking about this the other day too, how like I've grown up with you guys and like how you guys have like slowly grown into like your person and who you are and stuff. And you guys had always mentioned how when you guys were younger, people thought you guys were twins. And I kind of still pretend like it sometimes. And it's like, you're like the red-haired twin and you're like the blonde-haired twin. And it's like you're very like opposite sometimes. So in that way, it's like kind of cool to see you guys like bloom, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's a funny story. Like, we would always get mixed up for being twins, and we ended up getting it so much that we would play into it because, you know, we're both like, let's really like go with this. And we did this thing where we rehearse this like little bit where if anybody would like mention that, oh, are you guys like twins, or oh, you guys look like each other, or something like that, we would like look at each other and then
Wait, do you guys want to do it? I'll ask you guys.
Okay. We'll demonstrate.
Okay. Oh my gosh, are you guys twins?
Me? Her? I don't see it.
That's so
I
iconic.
don't see it, honestly. Like, I look at you, I'm like, that doesn't look like me.
I can kind of see it.
I see it in pictures, but I don't see it like when we're standing next to each other.
I feel like for me, like when you're standing next to Stephanie, like their older sister, you look more like Stephanie. But then when I see you next to Elizabeth, I can see kind of like the resemblance. But then when you guys are all three together, it's like you're all the same, literally.
Yeah. I mean, I think we all do favor each other. But I do like, I see her and I'm like, no, that doesn't look like me. But they do look more like each other than we do. But yeah, we've always gotten that, or like we've gotten that, like we're the same age and stuff. So it's been funny, like seeing that growing up. And I think now we're starting to be a little bit more, I think because we were losing some of that like baby face in us. And so it's like starting to really like show our features, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just kind of been that way since we've grown up. So it's been cool to see that progression.
That dynamic.
Yeah. So yeah, if you have any siblings and can relate to that, we hope that you enjoy this interaction.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What's it like being my sister?
I don't know. I guess I got used to it.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I've been doing it.
I mean, in school, you were 3 years ahead of me, so whenever I would get the same teacher that you had, they'd always be like, oh, you're Elizabeth's sister.
Yeah, younger sibling.
I feel
it sucked.
I feel like you guys left a really good legacy at all the schools that we went to with your last name. Like, your last name was like very well known.
They did like us. We were a hit. I'm just kidding.
I'm dead.
Sometimes the teachers would call me your name, and I'd be like, ugh, that's not my name.
I'm dead.
Right.
So, yeah, I guess I, like, lived in your shadow. I'm kidding.
Let's dissect that.
No, it was nice. You helped me find my class, or the stairwell, my first day of high school.
Yes. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, it was, like, the first day of high school, and I guess I was a senior that year, and she was a freshman. And, you know, I'm, like, trying to tell her, like, oh, like, I feel like you need any help or anything. And so we, like, I guess we're, I don't know.
The stairwells were numbered at the school, 1 through 10 or 1
oh
through
yeah,
11.
they're like
you know
numbered.
what's crazy? I didn't even know that.
Really?
I didn't know they were numbered.
Yeah,
wow.
they were all like numbered different things.
Yeah, and I was on the 3rd floor and I needed to go down to the 1st floor. And I like knew where I was going, but I was also like freaking out because it was like class change. I had 5 minutes, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know where to go.
Yeah.
Because everyone's walking around, and I see her like cross, like she was, I guess, coming from the other way, and I go up to her. I'm like, Elizabeth. I'm like, where's stairs 10? She's like, what are you talking about?
I know, she was like so like just the look on her face was like so worried. Like I was like, oh my gosh, like hi, and she's like, where's stairs 10? And I was like, oh.
And she was like, it's right behind me.
I'm like, right there.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'll go all the way down, and then I'll be there.
Yeah, because it was kind of like weird because like half of the stairs went all the way down to the basement, and half of them didn't. It was like on a level, so it was a little confusing. But yeah, so we got to experience all that, which was cool.
Did you ever drive her to school?
Yes.
Yeah.
I drove her that year, right?
Yeah, because you had the parking spot.
Yeah.
Did you drive to school your junior year?
No.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't get to do that.
Was it like a school thing or was it like a parent thing?
It was like a parent thing. Yeah, they're like, you're too young.
We weren't allowed to drive to school until senior year. We didn't get our license till 17.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Well, I remember we would take turns picking you and my brother up from school. And I still remember how, like, I would pick you guys up. And so I would try to be, like, that cool friend that would be like, how are you guys doing? How was school? And both you and my brother at the time were, like, very
quiet.
Very quiet. So I'd be, like, doing all the talking. And it's like,
I remember
how are you guys doing? And you guys would be like, good. Like, so I'm like, how was school? How was classes? What'd you guys have for lunch? And I feel like you've definitely have grown into being more, like, open and out there,
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do remember I would try to have a conversation, but I would be like, I don't know what to talk about.
But I feel like also at the time, it's not that like we weren't close. I mean, we kind of were, we kind of weren't, but I feel like at the time I was still like more of like Elizabeth's friend and you were like, we were friends and stuff because we'd known each other for so long, but we never really interacted because I was like a few years older, so we never had like
the gap
that
felt bigger.
So but I feel like we both definitely tried to like or when we went to Camp Greenville, I feel like we definitely had like a bonding moment there, like the three of us.
That was fun. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we've all definitely grown since then, but she has definitely come out of her shell. And she said,
I'm like halfway.
Still working on it. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think just like as an older sister, like seeing that, because I mean, I've seen every phase. So I've been through it, all of it. Yeah. I was there through the awkward phases. You were also there through my awkward phases. If you had an awkward phase, comment down below.
I don't know if you guys saw, but people are romanticizing like 2016.
Yes.
Right now.
Oh, really?
They're like wanting to do like the filters and like the clothes we wore and like the hairstyles and stuff. And I'm like, why are you guys doing this?
I saw a TikTok that was like, I wish I was in high school from like between 2017 and 2019.
Yeah.
When like it was like the indie phase
and
like the Konkin backpacks and the Converse. I was like, oh, that was me. Why are you romanticizing that?
But some people are viewing it as like vintage now, and I'm like,
that's crazy.
That's like what 9-10 years ago. That's not vintage.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The funny thing is that was like vintage. Like that was the style, and now it's like their vintage of our vintage. Vintageception.
So I wonder, like in the future, if people are gonna look at like styles now, like what are they gonna say about that? I mean,
I could definitely see it. Like, I mean, I feel like it's always been pretty like cyclical. But I could see it being like what we think of as now, like what's in like the minimalists and all this stuff could be something that they come back around and be like, oh, it's like it's vintage. But thinking like 2016 as like a
peak.
Like peak. Like that's so weird to me because that was high school for us.
That was my senior year.
That was my junior year.
2016.
Yeah. So it's like that's so weird because that was. I mean, it was a cool time. Don't get me wrong. I still listen to the music that was like coming out at that time, and I'm like, this hits. Why is this not like what it is now? So.
Literally, like all the songs we just mentioned for like rainy day vibes, like all of that was from back then.
Right, I feel like we have a lot of good stuff from 2016. But crazy how time goes by so fast.
Almost 10 years ago.
Don't remind me of that because that's literally my high school reunion. That's crazy. They started planning it on Facebook and like no tea, no shade, like all the popular kids at the time that like low-key peaked. Like in high school, they're like, "Oh my gosh!" They wouldn't listen to this. I feel like maybe they will. If you guys do, welcome.
Maybe they had a change of heart.
I don't know.
We all grow. We can all change.
Yes, I'm sorry. We all grow. We don't peak.
This is a safe space.
The people that weren't the nicest, let's put it that way. They were like all commenting on it and stuff. I feel like I'd be down to go, but if I were to go with like the group that I was like friends with at the time, you know?
Yeah, I feel like I don't know, I just feel like personally I'm just such a different person than I was in high school.
Yeah.
So it's like going back to that, being like, hey, I would just be like, oh, you guys don't know this me anymore.
Well, even then, like the other day I was talking with Christian, because you know how like there's that stereotype on TikTok or whatever of like the hot Cheeto girl or whatever.
Yes.
So he was saying how like he was like, did you ever dress up like this? And I was like, honestly, no. I feel like I was always like pretty dressed up for school.
Yeah.
And so we just kind of like started going into like the conversations and stuff, and then we brought up Elizabeth, and we were like, Elizabeth, like how much she's opened up, because in high school I feel like she was more like definitely like different, you know, like even her style, and like she was more like formal, I would say. You know, like she's still formal now, but I feel like she's out of the box, if that makes sense. So we were talking about all that, and it was like so crazy to like think about that, you know?
Yeah. I don't know if I'd go to my reunion either. It'd be in 5 years, but it's not looking bright.
I'm dead.
I don't think I'll be
Well, looking back on it, to like your high school self or like your college self, is there like any advice? Like if you could go back in time and like just have a chat with your past self, is there anything that you would want to say, advice, or just like a conversation or anything?
I would have a conversation. I think I was in high school too worried about doing the right thing all the time. You know, I didn't let myself like relax. You know, I was very like into like school, and I had to get all A's. I had to be the best. If I wasn't the best, and I wasn't like living up to what I could do, I think I had too much pressure on myself. And also just like making a decision for college. I think at the end I did do what I wanted, but I think the build up to it was too much stress for me.
Yeah.
So I would just tell myself, you know, don't be so serious. You're like 16.
Yeah.
You're 16, you're 17. It'll be okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think I definitely could have gotten away with a B. Like, it's fine. Yeah. So I would say that.
Yeah. I feel like that's like something that a lot of people like think about, because at the time that's kind of like that's everything for us, you know? So it's like that's like our world, you know? But we don't know much of like what's outside of that, and I feel like that's what's scary to us, because we're like put in this place where we have to figure out what we want to do for the rest of our lives, or what we want to do at least for like the next 4 years. And that's scary, because I think we mentioned this in the last episode. If I could if my person right now would go back to like 2014, 2015, when I was having to choose my major, I would definitely not choose like what I chose, you know? I would do something completely different.
Yeah. What would you have done?
Oof, I don't know. I think something more focused, because I think my major was just very broad. Something more hands-on, I feel like, because I'm more of like a hands-on type of person. Like I'd rather be doing stuff manually. And I feel like, well, I majored in business, so that's kind of like presentations and I don't know how to describe it, but I mean, I worked in it for like 2 years, and I mean, it was okay, you know, like it wasn't my dream experience, you know?
Yeah.
Well, like going back to what you said, like you picked something that was broad, you picked something that was safe, you know?
Yeah.
Something that you were like, okay, I can make something out of this.
Yeah.
But you didn't know what you wanted at the time. So I feel like that's a pretty common thing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you're again, like you're 16, 17. Like, how are you supposed to know what you want at that point when you don't even like, you know, you're still so young, and it's like you haven't really seen the world really at that point, or anything past like the radius of like your house and
your hometown.
Like, and experiencing that. And I feel like it's really easy to feel at that age like it's a make or break moment, and it's not, you know. It's like you'll eventually get to where you need to go, and just kind of going back, like putting that pressure on yourself about like having to make sure you're doing everything right, having to make sure you're making the right decision. It's like, I think as you get older, it's not about like knowing how to make the right decision, more so than knowing that every decision is just a decision. And whether it's right or wrong, there's not really a right or wrong decision. It's just, you just gotta accept the consequences of those decisions.
Yeah, that's true.
Deep.
Dang.
Anyways, I'm going to take a moment because we never did our card pull.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And the card pull for today is clarity.
Oh.
It says, today is a good day to spend some time alone. Space and silence will bring you clarity and allow you to make better decisions.
Oh.
Interesting.
Wow.
I feel like
That.
we forgot
I
to
didn't even
skip
read
it on
that.
purpose.
Yeah.
Like
Right now is the time to take.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
even read
Take the
that,
card.
so that was perfect.
So if
See?
you need clarity,
Yeah.
I don't
Take
know what
some
to tell you.
time. Yeah, whatever brings you clarity, whether that's like, you know, either working out or doing journaling or
Going on a walk.
going on a walk.
Touching some grass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Laying in the grass, like whatever that
Yeah.
is for you.
I feel like it's used as a joke a lot to like, oh, I need to touch some grass. But like, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I go outside and I touch some grass and I'm like,
Yeah.
this feels nice. This is what I needed.
The other day, my
Yeah.
dad made me mow the lawn. And honestly, it kind of did help.
I'm dead.
It was my first time mowing the lawn. But at the end, I felt accomplished. I touched the grass.
Yeah.
And I get to
Cut
see
the
the lawn every
grass.
time I pull in now. So
Yeah. Is that like something that you guys kind of do in your house? Like one day you do it, like one day she does it, or is it more like?
no, I've never done it before. My dad usually does it, but he couldn't do it. So he was like, I'll show you while you do it.
I'm dead.
And then it started raining right when I finished. Like the second I got
Yeah.
done, it started pouring down rain. So perfect timing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Intentional.
Yeah.
I know. It was like freshly cut, and then it was like a monsoon, literally.
I think this past week, like you said earlier about the rain being like symbolic about cleansing, that just reminded me of that. I feel like it's been a very cleansing week.
Yeah. We also did just have a full moon this weekend in Aquarius. So if you have any Aquarius placements,
I thought it was in Leo.
no.
Oh.
We had the Lion's Gate
Oh.
on
On
Friday.
8/8, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lionsgate 8/8, so August 8th, which is a really good time. And it's still a good time if you're, you know, into this kind of stuff. It's a really good time to like set intentions and clarify your manifestations, write them down, and do whatever kind of ritual that works for you. And this is just like a really good time to really set the intention for like the second half of the year and
Yeah.
like moving forward. So get some clarity and then take some action on that clarity.
Yeah.
So
What would you say is, because we always talk about this like themes for each year. So you're 23 years old. What would you say is like the theme for your year this year?
Okay. How many months am I in?
you're at 3.
I'm 3 months, so I'm like freshly, basically. I think it's gonna be a lot of I don't know how to like not good.
Oh, that's
like-
fine. That's okay. Yeah.
It's a year of growth.
Yeah.
Yeah, growth, but like not falling apart, but everything changing,
Yeah.
moving
Yeah.
around, whether I like it or not.
I think it's a year of maybe like of finding out, because you mentioned this earlier, of finding out what you do like, what you don't like, finding
Right.
like you have various hobbies, but you don't know which one is like your
Yeah.
number one, you know?
Yeah, I think when I turned 22, I tried to like figure things out, but I also didn't want to push myself to do that, you know?
Yeah.
I was moving back home from college. I was like, okay, I just need to find a job. I started working. I was like, okay, now I need to get used to this job. And it's been very like slow paced because I didn't want to throw myself into it. But I think 23, I think like I'm 23 now. Like I need to figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, don't
I
be
don't
so
need to
hard on
figure it
yourself,
out,
but
but-
Yeah.
I can't do another year of what I was doing. I feel like it's time
yeah.
to do something.
Yeah, I mean, what advice do we have for 23?
Yeah, what advice do you
Yeah.
guys have?
What was 23 for you?
So what year was that? So we're in
That was
3 years ago, 4 years ago?
that
4
would
years
have been
ago, because I'm 27.
yeah, so
right?
that would have been 4 years ago. So that was 2021.
2021. That's when I had just got thrown into like the corporate, or not corporate world, but like the after college world, I guess, you know?
There's a lot of change.
Yeah, for sure. Because, like you mentioned, I technically moved back home and stuff. And I think I was on the job search. And at the time, I settled for less because I started working at a job that kind of just happened out of nowhere because I was applying to all these places. And this was like a job that just came, like one of those days where I was like, I'm just going to apply to this just to like get some momentum going. And it turns out to be like the job that like actually hired me, which I did learn a lot. But I think during that time, I was thinking back on this, during that time, I had also been offered a job in Charlotte. And so part of me was like open to moving, but the other part of me was scared. And I think I was so close to getting that job, but in the final interview, like they mentioned, or like we started talking about moving to Charlotte and stuff. And I for sure know that my energy gave off like this emotion of like, oh, he's not sure if he would move to Charlotte if we offered the job or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think the advice that I would give you is if there's something that scares you, I've now learned that it's not always a bad thing that it scares you. I think it's more of a reason to try and go for it. And that's when you lean on your support, you know, your village to, you know, get the encouragement or just kind of talk it out, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because honestly, things would have been so different. I mean, it didn't work out for a reason, but thinking back on it, there's been so many situations that I didn't partake in, or that I didn't take advantage of, or that I didn't do just because I was scared, you know? And in my mind, it's like, oh, I'm scared, which means I shouldn't do it, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.
What about you, Elizabeth?
23. That was, yeah, I feel like that was a lot of internal change for me, more than like external change. So it's like not a lot was going on externally, but there was a lot of internal changes at that time. I think for me, that was kind of in the same mindset of like, okay, I need to like figure things out. And the funny thing about it's like the more that I tried to figure things out, the more I realized like I don't know what I want to figure out.
Yeah.
And I think that brought up a lot. And I think it was a good time to work on all that stuff at that time with like career and everything, and also just kind of like where I want to go, what I want to do. I think that was like a really good time of reflection. It was a big like reflection year for me, and that's kind of the year where I'd really decided I wanted to quit my job. And it has led me, I mean, I feel like the reflection and stuff that I did that year has really kind of, is what I've built on now.
A ripple effect.
Yeah, a ripple effect.
Me. I'm a ripple.
Yeah, basically a Jessica happened in the time.
The Jessica theory.
Jessica theory. That'd be a good name for something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you ever want to like do some studying or something, or like have your own
podcast.
Oh my gosh, the Jessica theory. That's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe
so
this is.
Please exit the frame.
She's like, end scene. We're switching over to mine now.
Anyways, welcome to the Jessica theory. And
Okay, so take the risk and look inward
and do the work.
Yeah.
Do the inner work. It'll always make it worth it.
I think I've been avoiding the inner work because I know there's a lot to do. And I'm a procrastinator, so I forgot to mention that. I like to procrastinate, push things off until I have to do it. And then it's not that bad when I do it, but I think I'm the next task.
I think it's, speaking on that, like the procrastinator stuff, I feel like it's just one of those things where like, I don't know if you've ever experienced this, or if you have ever experienced this, where like you're putting something off because in the moment it just feels like so impossible. Like even if you try and start it, it's like, no. And then once you actually get it going, you kind of have like this aha moment. Yeah. Honestly, for me, I'm like, I just grew from the person I was an hour ago when I was putting it off. You know, it's just such a weird feeling. I don't know how to describe it. You know,
like epiphany.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I think it is also listening to yourself, because like you also need to be I guess, in tune with what it is that you need in that moment and not try to, like, force yourself to, like, I need to change right now. Like, that's not good either, you know? Like,
It gets to a point.
Yeah, it does get to a point.
Yeah.
Like, everything can balance, you know? That's what it's like sometimes. Because I think I could see I ended up kind of getting on, like, the not so good side of that because I ended up, like, just finding things to change all the time or things to work on all the time internally. I mean, like, okay, now I'm going to work on this thing. And, like, okay, now I feel better about that. But now I need to work on why did I feel that and why did I feel this way? And it was kind of like an internal ongoing dialogue of, like, okay, obviously I'm not healed from this, or obviously I need to work on this, and then that can also be bad. So I think it's just kind of like, I think at the end of that year mostly it was like acceptance. I think it was just embracing, accepting and like understanding and giving yourself a lot of grace, a lot of compassion, because you are literally like reprogramming and completely stripping away what has been your processing and your reality up to this point. And 23 I think is actually, like, astrologically too, it is a time where a lot of this is happening, so makes sense. Something to think
that's
about.
Where we differ, because you say, oh, I need to fix this, let me fix this, and I'm like, we'll worry about that. Or I'll be like, yeah, that's a problem, but it's nothing ever, like, it's not horrible, you know. I'm not a bad person, not like that, but there's things I do need to work on. And I think recently I have been trying to be more, I've been seeking out more help with that.
That's good.
Being more open, still working on it.
Yeah.
But talking to people.
You know what's crazy? So not that like
I love looking at the camera. I don't know if you noticed that. Just keep looking at it.
I'm dead.
She's a Leo rising.
Yeah, that's like the Leo in her.
Yeah.
But not that like all signs are like exactly the same or whatever, but so Christian, he just turned 24 in April and he's a Taurus.
Wait,
so
he's 24?
He's 24,
oh my gosh,
yeah. So you guys are like
We're
very
like the same age.
Yeah. So I feel like he's been going through similar, I guess, like mind shifts or just like being aware of like, okay, there's stuff that I need to work on, but like I'll get there when I get there, you know? And he's very conscious about like, okay, yeah, I need to work on it, but it's not a priority right now. Like eventually I'll get to it. So I feel like in that aspect, you guys are very similar.
Yeah.
Like I see a lot of, like I'll hang out with him obviously, and then I'll like hang out with you, and I see a lot of like similarities.
Yeah, I think that like with me, I'm not gonna work on it until it actually interferes with my like my daily life, or it causes something where I'm like, okay, yeah, this is like inhibiting me from moving forward. You know, so
Till it like blows up.
No, not until it blows up. I think until I realize, oh yeah, this is probably why I'm not doing as well here as I thought I would be doing.
Okay, so like bringing awareness to it.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty self-aware. But sometimes I do need a reality check.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all need a reality check. I mean, that's how we learn. Because if we are constantly like in a place where we're like, oh, we already know everything.
Yeah.
Then you're not really growing. You know, it's like you really have to be in an open mindset of being okay with not being okay, you know, or not being right. I think that's the biggest part of it, especially if it's like you find a lot of comfort or a lot of value in yourself of like, I was right, or I was, you know, I was, you know, I did this in the right way, or I did that in the right way. And it's just kind of realizing like you just have to be open and be real with yourself. And that's hard because, you know, our ego wants to be like, no, I'm not the problem.
Yeah.
I do think my ego, I don't have a big ego, but I don't like it being hurt.
I mean, like that. That's natural.
Like, when I take something personally, like it's a really hard hit. you know, some people are like, okay, yeah, I see it, and then they accept it like from a neutral standpoint, but I take it very personally when I like get hurt with like my ego.
Yeah.
So
actually, like something, so I got my dad to read the 4 agreements right now, and that's one of the agreements is never take anything personally. And I think that is like, that's like one of the keys, because at the end of the day, it's like no matter what happens outside of you, a lot of it has nothing to do with you. You know, everyone's kind of dealing with their own things, and they're all projecting their own insecurities, their own fears, their own mentalities, like everything that they've experienced up until this point, and we will never understand that fully. So I think it's just understanding, like, no matter what happens or like how people treat me or how people perceive me, and we talked about this in our other episode too, of like people's perception of you will never be clear. It's always distorted because they're seeing you through a lens that they've created. So don't take it personally.
yeah, I have to reread that book because I read it over a year ago and I already forgot what the 4 agreements were.
Yeah, I've read it like 3 times and I still don't remember them.
I think one of them's like, I guess don't take things personally.
Yeah, the second one's, I think the
be
first...
true to your word. That's one of them.
Yes, your word has to be impeccable. What was the third one? I don't remember. That makes me feel bad because I read it like 3 or 4 times. I think
I should take notes.
Yeah. But it's funny because it's like I've read this so many times, but now that my dad's reading it and he's like talking about it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that it said that, or I forgot that it mentioned that. And he's been enjoying it too, even though I've been trying to get him to read it for a long time. But now he's actually reading it. So great book if you're interested. I think I did recommend that.
I think that's one of the books that you recommended when we did that episode.
Yeah, that one's good. That one's really good. But yeah, that's like one of the, like we just talked about this not too long ago. So that's why it was so fresh in my mind. Don't take anything personally.
Yeah.
So, and I think,
but no, not that you don't take anything personally, but you can also, you know, take things and reflect on them to work on yourself. You know, it doesn't have to be just, oh, it wasn't personal, and then do away with it. You know. Yeah. Because I feel like at the end of the day, it still reflects you.
Yes. Yes.
Or maybe your reaction to it reflects you.
Yes.
I think it has to, a lot has to do with your intention.
Okay.
Your intention.
Can you elaborate?
Yeah. So.
Tell me more.
I'm like an interviewer.
I know.
Yeah. Now you're
We're on the Jessica
us.
Theory podcast.
No, literally.
Yeah, we switched a while ago. Remember when I?
Yeah, I think it just has to do with like your intention and what you mentioned, your reaction. I think those are very important because if your intention is to actually like take the feedback in or like want to learn from it or just grow yourself, I think then you're going to want to sit there. As sometimes it hurts, obviously it's hard, but I think when your intentions are to want to change and grow and like I guess just evolve, then you're going to want to listen to it and kind of do the inner work to kind of understand and dig deep why it affected you or why you could have been taking it personal or whatever, you know? So I feel like those are very important, you know?
Yeah. I think I agree with you there where it's like, I guess to like put an example, if like someone like insulted you in some way, I think it definitely has more to say about them than it does about you. Yeah. But I think it also like, how did that make you feel? Like, do you find some truth in it or not? And it's if you do find truth in it, then that's where you have to work on yourself.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. What do y'all think?
Yeah, let us know down below.
Yeah, comment down below. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
At the Soul Project 111.
Period.
Speaking of 111.
Oh.
When we were talking on the way
here.
Did you see it?
I did.
I didn't mention it. I was going to see if you even brought it up.
The license plate?
Yeah. We were talking about like what I want to do with my life, right? You know, just the basic conversation that we have every few days.
Yeah.
We always talk about. And I was like, I don't know what I want to do. And I don't remember what exactly we were saying at that part of the conversation.
Yeah.
I think it was like, you don't have to know exactly what you want to do right now at this moment, but as long as you have an idea what like.
And it's gonna change. I
And
think
it's gonna change.
Yeah.
And then we were at a stoplight, and the car next to us, or like diagonal, had 111 on the license plate.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at it, and I was like, let me see if she says anything. And she didn't, but I was like, I feel like she
Noticed
knows.
it.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bring it up. It's just like, maybe it's just for me. I don't have to say anything.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But
no, it's for. I'm just kidding. No, I felt like it was for you too.
who knows? Maybe it was for both of us.
Yeah.
And isn't like 111, every time that I see it and I look it up on like Pinterest or something, it always talks about like manifestation and kind of what
Like,
your
new beginnings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like. Yeah, it is like
Yeah.
about envisioning and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think we talked about that too on the other podcast where we were talking about like you just need to let yourself change. I think that's like where a lot of that confusion / like unfulfillment comes from in a lot of people's lives. I don't want to speak for other people, but I think a lot of times when we're like feeling that unfulfillment or like not, feeling confused or not, or just resistance, honestly, it's like not letting ourselves change and thinking that you get, okay, it's like point A to point B and then just sticking with B for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And that's not what it is. It's like A to like Y. And then you have to go back to probably like D. And then maybe you get out of the alphabet and go to numbers. Like, it's just like...
algebra.
Yeah, I just hit the microphone, so I'm sorry if that... but it's just kind of like talking about that. Like, you just gotta like let yourself change. And I think that's personally what's helped me be more at peace with things, and at peace that maybe things in the past didn't work out. Is just like understanding like, okay, I just have to accept where I am right now and what it is right now, with the forefront idea of, but I know where I want to go, and I understand that even if I get there and I want to go somewhere else, that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. You can't see this. We are.
That's the awkward silence. We're clapping with our
We're clapping
fingers.
with our fingers.
I forgot this was audio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's video too if you're watching.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think this is very relevant, and I feel like a lot of people are also in the same boat, which I think we don't realize that because it's so easy to kind of see everyone's, Instagram posts or like see them like live their life and think that, okay, they've got it figured out.
Like in a glamorous city.
Yeah, It's like, okay, they've got it figured out, and it's actually like, no, actually they don't. A lot of people will put, and it's natural to put up like the best parts of our lives and not show kind of the messiness of it. But it's understanding like everyone is going through that too.
Yeah.
It's not just you, so you're not alone.
Yeah. And I think enjoying the process is very important, because it's a beautiful process. Maybe like in the moment, sometimes it's a little difficult to understand that or see it that way, but for sure, like it's all gonna take you to where you're, supposed to get to, obviously, but the process is sometimes so important, or it's always so important, so just romanticizing every part of it as much as you can, because obviously it's hard, but I think that makes it, learning to kind of like switch your mind to being positive instead of negative, I guess. And I'm not saying you are, I'm just saying because that's how I was. I kind of always was looking for the negative in something. It's like something popped up and it's like, oh, okay, well, this, and this, instead of being like, oh, I'm excited because I'm going to get to do this, I'm going to learn this. I was always just looking for a negative in something, and I think that kind of blinded me from my blessings and where I wanted to get, and kind of made me take a little bit of a rougher route, I guess.
Yeah, I think personally when I think of something, I'm very straight lined. Like I only see that very tunnel vision. I don't really consider, like everything that surrounds it, the complexity of like a goal or maybe a destination. And even like physically, I do that when I'm like walking towards something. I don't acknowledge my surroundings. I just go straight towards it.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something there. I don't know. Maybe that's like
I think that's just
expresses
like
itself that way.
Yeah, well, I think that just it's your personality. I think that's just like the way that your mind works.
Yeah.
Because I'm not that. That's not me.
But I also do get distracted pretty easily. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe I've conditioned myself to not look around.
Maybe. But I think, like, also you're an Earth sun. So I feel like Earth suns are very much, like, you know, centered on something. Whereas, like, air
sign.
suns,
We're
like, let's go up in the clouds and let's see the panorama.
Yeah.
Like, it's just kind of, you know, we're not very, which we still have, like, you know, here, but I think it's more of like a trampoline instance where we're like, this is the first trampoline that's going to get us to this one, to that one. You know, it's not like this, and I'm going to terrorize everything out of my way to get
Chaotic.
there. You know, it's like...
Yeah.
Let's flutter around.
You guys are more flexible, I guess.
Yeah, we're very adaptive.
Fluid.
Mm-hmm.
I
Just
think, like,
who we are.
If I have something like, oh, I need to do it, I need to do it now. Or I need to do it, and if I get, like, thrown off of my path, it's bad. Like, I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be working on this to get here.
See, and I'm the opposite. Because then it's like, I'm like, oh, it's okay. I'll get back to it. And then I like do this thing and then like don't finish that. I feel like something that I have an issue with is not finishing stuff, projects,
same.
whatever.
I'm good at beginning them.
What?
Yeah.
And that's where we differ again. Because you see,
that's why we're different.
I don't start things because I'm scared I won't finish them. I'm like, why would I even start if I'm not going to finish it? So I don't even start it.
See, I start projects or whatever it is, like I start it with the momentum that, like the energy that it brings me.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, it went away. I'm bored. I'm tired of this. Like, bye. And that's kind of where it takes me to not finish. And then I jump around and.
Yeah. See, I'm like, let's start 10 fires at the same time. And then whichever burns, burns the last or finish burning last is the one I stick with. That might be chaotic, but
why are we starting fire?
Symbolically.
Give me that light.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I mean. Like, I'm going to start 10 different things. And honestly, even I might start the same thing, but 10 different versions of it. Because I do this a lot with songwriting. And, like, when I make music and stuff, like, sometimes I'll write a song in, like, 3 different ways. And it's just kind of, like, I end up kind of piecing together from those 3 different versions to make the song. Yeah. Just kind of, like, what feels right in that moment. Because it's going to change. So that's kind of how I go about it.
Yeah. And I think it's also, like, basing on, like, kind of where we are in our point of lives, I feel like it's part of a process of learning what we don't like and what we do like, you know, and that's where piecing in the puzzle pieces comes together, because then it's like, well, I didn't necessarily like this project or this era of my life that I was in, but I did learn this. So you take that piece and put it together with like this piece. So maybe it's not like the most like conventional way of doing stuff, because sometimes things are left undone, but that's okay, because
that's life though.
Yeah.
Like,
and I think it comes down to what I mentioned earlier, intention. If your intention is to grow and learn, like, that's fine, you know. Who cares if you didn't finish that puzzle from you know,
not everything is meant to be finished. You know, I think that's kind of like, I think we need to accept the messiness of life and the messiness of this world, because I mean, have you seen what's going on in the world? So it's just like, I think being okay with that and finding where you're kind of like, where you kind of find the line in between all of that and what your piece is in all of that. And just being okay with not knowing like the answer of everything, and my eyes are watering.
She's feeling it.
I'm channeling right
Yeah.
now. But yeah, I think it's just like kind of understanding like what is right for you in that moment, and being okay with knowing that you might look back on it and be like, that wasn't right. That's okay, because at that moment it was, and you're just gonna keep doing that over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But eventually, like you're there to learn something, and you're gonna take that along with you on the next thing. So
Yeah.
enjoy it, enjoy the process, especially during this time, because this is a phase of life that you're never gonna get back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think, people are like, well, as you get older, like, and you grow and you have more responsibilities, I think you kind of lose a little bit of that, like anything, like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know, like, what my life is going to look like in 3 months. And it's like, well, when you get older, it tends to be a little bit more structured because you kind of have to. So you're going to miss that. You're going to miss the, like, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. I kind of don't like it right now.
Well, maybe they're supposed to learn.
Yeah.
That,
I need to learn that.
What makes you uncomfortable?
But
That's
I like
usually...
certainty is a thing. To an extent. I think I do like having a bit of, like, the unknown. But not to the point where it's like, if I don't figure it out, I'm gonna be homeless,
I don't think that's gonna happen, but
like, I'm gonna, like,
you're not gonna be on the street. You're not gonna be on the street.
I think that's me catastrophizing. Those are my problems: catastrophizing, procrastinating.
Yeah, you earth signs like to do that.
That was a little dramatic.
but it's fine.
But it's
Right,
fine.
it's really fine.
I mean, it's natural, because I think we're raised with so much fear. I mean, it's a survival mechanism. So, like, obviously, you're meant to be afraid of dying, but I don't think that's the result of a lot of these actions. Like, you're not gonna die. And I mean, it goes into, like, biologically, like, your nervous system. Like, us today, even getting, like, a bad comment on, like, our post or something will activate the same sympathetic system that, back then was what was activated by, like, a tiger attacking you. Like, it's the same thing. So we're not built to, or we're not accustomed to be able to kind of find a lesser degree of that in our nervous system biologically.
That makes sense, because the other day, so I've been trying to be a little bit better about, like, meal prepping and doing all of that. So I know that what I'm eating throughout the week is, like, super bland and boring, and it gets to a point where I'm just like, I'm so tired of this. Like, I don't want to eat this anymore. So I've been on, like, my TikTok posting kick or whatever. So I posted a video, like, where I was showing what I eat in a day. And obviously I know that the food that I eat doesn't look good, because it's literally just, like, vegetables and chicken. Like, I'm very conscious of that. And so I posted it, and this random girl commented on it, and she was like, I can't remember exactly.
Call her out.
I can't remember.
Username is
literally, but I can't remember exactly what she said, but she commented something along the lines of, like, your food looks so bland or something like that. And when I read that comment, I was so attacked, and I was like, sitting there for, like, 30 minutes contemplating my life, and I was like, what am I doing? Like, why did I let this comment get to me? Like, obviously I know that the food isn't gonna be, like, something
also,
gourmet.
what is she's not the one eating it.
Exactly.
So, like,
yeah.
what is she?
She said it looked like bland or something like that. I'll have to find it.
Can I see the chicken?
Well, the chicken, it has some seasoning on it,
seasoned.
but it's literally just, like, 3, like, grilled chicken tenders or whatever with, like, peas and carrots and corn. So it's like, it's bland, it's seasoned, but, like, on camera it's
okay.
like,
yeah, I mean,
but
but
that's the
that's
nutrients you need.
exactly,
Yeah.
like, that's where I'm saying, like, people are gonna comment and people are gonna
no matter
insult
what.
you, and it's not really, like, having to do with you, it's more having to do with them. I don't know, maybe she has an insecurity about her food. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not food insecurity. Let's not talk about that.
Not that. I'm just like the presentation of her food. Maybe. Or maybe just like the way things, I don't know. I'm not going to try to figure out.
That was me last week when I posted the video.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think it's just like maybe that, that obviously showed you like, okay, maybe I do take some of this personally still, which is natural. It's like, where can I maybe create that boundary so it doesn't affect you that way? Or, I mean, sometimes it can be constructive, it just kind of depends. Like, if it did question, like, maybe I should be a little bit more, but not because of her, but like maybe because you want it, so.
Going back on what we talked about earlier, intention.
It's
maybe
all about...
because then maybe she does have a point. It's a little bland. Maybe I could look into some recipes that
Keep an open mind.
let's just keep an open mind, guys.
Right. Yeah. Because maybe she wasn't trying. She was probably. She didn't mean to attack you.
She's at home right now eating her bland chicken, and we're like.
She actually copied her recipe. Yeah. I think it's just like you're gonna come across that everywhere, but same thing. Like, it's just crazy how like our nervous system cannot differentiate between like my life is in danger and I just hurt my feelings. You know what I mean?
My chicken is bland.
My chicken is bland. Which, if you have bland chicken, no judgment. Like, you go for it. So
whatever.
Just don't give it to me.
She's like, don't invite me over.
Actually, I'm the one that commented.
That's her burner account.
Let's see what he's doing today. Someone's got to let him know.
Thank you for keeping me in check.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get attacked by
we
it.
grew from
We grew from it.
Yeah, there you go.
I appreciate your feedback because it's going to help feed my hunger in a better satisfactual way.
Yes. For the record, that was not me. But,
but if it was, that's how we would handle it.
Yes, exactly. And that's growth.
Period.
And that's on maturing. And that's on we can all exist at the same time. And that is okay. So, if we had a little bit more of that, we'd live in a different world. But
we'd be in a different place.
This is where it starts.
Yeah, for sure.
It starts with you.
Within.
Within.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Bland chicken.
Bland chicken.
I was thinking bland chicken.
Yeah, me too.
Speaking of bland, do you guys think I'm boring?
Honestly, no. Do you want my honest opinion?
Yes.
We are entering this part of the podcast
I feel like you've grown into a very expressive person.
Okay.
Yeah. And I feel like slowly I've gotten to know different, I guess, not versions, but like different Jessicas. Like, you've brought out different.
Right.
How do I.
Like,
I
my
guess,
personalities?
Yeah, like different personalities, and you've become more dynamical. I feel like you've gotten more comfortable.
Yeah. And I appreciate like someone that's, I guess, not related to me, but also has seen me through all those stages, see that, because she's been around me my whole life, living with me. So she sees it more up front. But, I see you less often.
Yeah.
Still see you, every now and then. But you noticing that, it's also like, okay, then I am growing.
Yeah.
Because if I meet someone today and they see me how I am now, they don't acknowledge how I was, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. So they're not going to be as appreciative, or, they're not going to recognize that.
Yeah.
So making a first impression, I've been working on that, a good first impression. But yeah, I've been trying to grow.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I'm glad it's working.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're just kidding.
You're psychoanalyzing me right now.
No, my response to that would be, I don't think you should worry about what people think about you. I guess boring is so subjective. For me...
Honestly, I was just trying to transition. I was like, this is a good transition.
Yeah.
The Jessica theory.
But yeah, this is good.
Yeah, it's subjective. for me, I mean, boring can mean something completely different to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, in my terms, I don't think you're boring. I mean, I think you, I think, because I see you all the time. So, you know, I see you in like, you know, like chilling at home and stuff. So I think you have your moments just like all of us. I mean, we're not always going to be like the super out there fun person all the time. Like, we also need our time to chill. So, no, I think you have a lot of depth. I think you have a lot of dimension, as we said.
My ripple.
She's a ripple. And so I think, I don't think you should worry about that. Because, like, whoever's going to enjoy that will enjoy it. And who's not, then...
You don't need them.
It reflects on them.
It reflects on
It reflects off my ripple.
It reflects off your ripple. Sorry if I've been breathing into this mic. I think, because, like, I don't know, I just think about, like, oh, am I too, or maybe I'm too this, because I was like that a lot, even in, like, and I think it's normal, like, in high school, you're, like, super, like, self-conscious. I'm like, oh, maybe I'm, like, too quiet. Maybe I'm, like, too nice. Maybe I'm, like, or maybe I'm, like, not nice enough, or, like, you know, and stuff, just, like, now I'm just, like, I don't really care.
I feel like we were too focused on how we were going to get perceived by others.
Yeah. And the fear of being perceived.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I have that fear.
Yeah. Well, exposure therapy. Yeah. I mean, just putting yourself out there, like, in ways that are very uncomfortable to you. It, like, really makes you push those boundaries, and then you don't have those limitations anymore.
Yeah.
So this is good. This is a good, like, pushing the boundaries. I know for me personally, it has been very helpful in growing that.
Yeah.
I think that's why I don't really post much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, and not that it has to be perfect, but I'm like, is it worth posting? You know, I used to post more before, but I'm like, I'm not doing anything worth posting.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like, you don't have to be doing something worth posting to post it.
Yeah.
No. And it's different for everyone. Like, some people find, if you really, like, enjoy that, then go for it. But, like, some people feel obligated to post and don't actually enjoy that, and like would rather, like, it's uncomfortable for them not to post maybe. So it's just kind of like, where do you fit in that? I know for me, like, personally, I think it got to a point where I was like, I don't know, I just, like, everything in my life I've been so, like, intentional about and, like, wanting to put some meaning behind it. So I feel like that's kind of gotten into my posting too, where I'm like, I just want to post things that feel meaningful to me. So that's where I'm at now.
I like that.
Yeah. What about you? What is your reasoning behind posting?
I think, I don't know. I just like it because I think I mentioned in the last episode, it helps me be creative because I feel like that's kind of what I lack in sometimes, or kind of the expression that I need, because I feel like my job, well, working with my dad, it's not so much like creative because it's like I'm selling food, you know? So I think working at Gap can sometimes be creative because it's like just different aspects of it. But I think overall posting helps me be creative because I don't know, it's like an outlet for me to just post literally whatever, you know? Like, at first I did want to be more intentional and like, oh, let me post stuff that like looks good with my feed, or that, you know, it's going to be my niche or whatever. But honestly, I just post whatever, you know? Like, if I'm having a bad day and I want to tell somebody about it, I'm like, hey guys, I'm having a bad day today, but we're going to get through it, you know? Or if I just want to post my outfit for the day or I don't know, literally I'll post anything at this point. Like, sometimes I have good days where I post like so many things, like 3-4 videos, and on those days I'm like, I feel so empowered. And then there's some days where I do feel like less motivated, and I'll post one video and I'm like, ugh, I'm just not feeling it today, you know? But it's a balance.
Yeah. Like, as long as it's like coming out of a place of empowerment, like you said, and not like I need to prove.
Like a burnout, or
or
I
like
get
just
that.
like let me post, because I mean you have sometimes where people are posting and it's like posting like my life is this, my life is that, and like they're just doing it to cover up a lot that's going on, and I think that's where it can get a little. You need to kind of see where your intentions are for posting, or what you're even trying to make people perceive you as. So yeah, what about you?
Like posting wise, I just don't post anymore. I post more stories than anything because I'm like, oh, it'll be gone in a day, so like, I don't have to worry about it. But honestly, I just think I have a fear of being perceived still, like to an extent. I think it changes. It's changed throughout my life where I'm like, oh, I don't care. Like, I'm going to post this because I like it. And now I'm just like, oh, I don't know if I should post that because, like, does anyone even, like, care? Yeah. But I feel like if I had 0 followers, I would just post whatever I wanted.
Right.
So maybe I'll just do that and make a fake account.
Maybe you're still kind of, like, in that mindset of, like, you're fresh out of college and everybody has, like, this image or this, like, I don't know, road of you have to go this specific way, and if it's not this way, then...
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'm, like, I'm not where I want to be yet to post about it, you know? But, like you said earlier, it's about your journey. Yeah. So maybe I should document some more. Yeah. I notice, like, when I'm not feeling very inspired or creative, I don't take as many pictures, like, in general, because there's times where I'm like, oh, this is a really pretty sunset, let me take a picture of this, or, oh, like, the plants here look really cool, let me take a picture. But when I don't feel that way, there's, like, no pictures on my camera. So I feel like there's indicators when I know I feel inspired and creative, or, like, I want to create things, and then when there's not, they're not there.
Yeah. I mean, I feel that too. Whenever you're kind of like in a creative, like open mindset, like you see everything as like something you can make something out of, or get ideas from anything. But when you're like not in that mode, everything kind of shuts off, and you're like not seeing I guess like they say, like seeing the beauty in everything, or like seeing the art in everything. And it's like the artist's eye, I guess, like seeing an opportunity in something. But yeah, I feel that too. I feel like I'll go through periods where like my camera roll is a bunch of like random like pictures that I take while I'm out, or like see something, I'm like, that's cool. And then a lot of times it'll just not be that. It'll just be like random day-to-day things that I need to take pictures of for something, or like screenshots or stuff like that. So it's like I also get those. It's like a mixture. Yeah, so I guess it just depends on what phase you're in, which is fine. I mean, we have our ebbs and flows. That's natural.
Yes.
Your ripples.
Your ripples.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That was a good one, wasn't it?
You should trademark that.
Jessica's ripples.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we want to ask people like what the like soul is. Like,
I think it goes with that, because like like a wave, but it's a ripple because it also expands.
Yeah.
So.
It does, and then it has like layers to it. It's not just like phases, but it's like also. We're getting really deep into this, but
that's the point.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah. So I think it just depends. It all comes back down to like your intention, like you said, and kind of just accepting, but also I guess trusting in yourself, trusting in your vision. And it's in the back. Trusting in you'll always be where you're meant to be. Yeah. And trusting in the process and timing of your life, which I have a song about.
Green light.
Yeah, green light. But yeah, I think it's just like enjoying every part of it and knowing that you'll get to the place that you're meant to be.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Well, should we let our listeners know where to find you?
No, because I don't want to be perceived.
Valid.
Sure, you can find me on Instagram and maybe I'll accept your request.
I'm dead.
I'm kidding, guys. I don't exist.
You'll get a semi-annual
Yeah.
post every year.
Yeah.
They'll tag me. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll tag her.
Yes.
Yes.
And maybe she'll have a podcast of her own
Right.
later.
Jessica
I
Theory.
forgot I was going to do that, so.
Yeah, so.
Don't take that name, please.
You should make an Instagram account with that name so nobody takes it.
Right. So you can follow me at Jessica Theory Pod. I will have it set up by the time this is posted.
Okay, you heard her, folks.
Okay, there you go. So we're posting this
Intentions.
tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
Why so
Tonight.
soon?
Tonight.
Why?
Anyways, thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys.
And we have enjoyed having Jessica
Yes.
on the Soul Project.
Thank you for
Enjoyed
coming
being
on here. Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, we'll have you again sometime soon.
Yeah, I'll come back.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Well, thanks for listening, and
guys.
make sure to subscribe on our YouTube channel if you're not already subscribed. Our Instagram is at the Soul Project 111, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.